Good morning. I'm kind of happy and kind of sad that this is day 5, which means it's the end of our morning meditations together. I know I could do more, and I would love your feedback. If you enjoyed this, if this was helpful, let me know, and maybe we'll do round 2. But I have really enjoyed this, and I really hope, really, y'all should know this by now. I love how I pretend that like one sip does it. It's not true. It's not real life. All right. See, 2. Da! Anyway, um, I really hope that it's been beneficial for you. And let's get started. So, little morning stretch. I feel like my spine is a little stiff this morning. So, I'm just going to kind of move back a little bit, go forward a little bit, back. And my couch is a little squishy, so I'm like really leaning back into it. And then I might let my head go. Ooh, that feels really good. Just to kind of get my neck. And so do that with me a few times, just forwards and backwards. Just giving a little bit of movement in the spine. Feels better already. It's crazy to me just how a little bit of movement can make such a difference. So speaking of a little bit of movement, let's give a little bit of a stretch up. And we're going to go side to side here just to give some space into the chest, in the sides of the body. Spread out through those fingers. Those of you who are working from home, I'm sure your hands and your wrists are really tired. So, speaking of, let's interlace the hands, flip the palms, and really open up. Ooh, yeah. And then flip the palms down, and you're just going to kind of give one wrist a stretch up towards the sky, pressing the palms still, but this time for me out to the left, and then switch. Pull the other wrist up, and you want to feel like you're almost pulling your fingers apart like that. So you get a really good stretch across the top of the wrist and pressing the palms to the right. And let's do one more each. Whew. So fascinating to me, all the tiny little muscles that can hold so much tension. And we'll give a little shake, a little shrug and roll of the shoulders. Awesome. So yesterday we focused on a longer exhale, and I know that felt really good for me already, or quickly after I felt a lot calmer. So we're going to do a breath called coherence breathing. And what that is that's an even inhale and an even exhale. So whether your breath is inhale 2 and exhale 2, or inhale 3 and exhale 3, or 4 and 4, 5 and 5, it doesn't matter. You just want to have a nice balanced ratio of oxygen coming in and carbon dioxide going out. So what I want you to do, we're going to move into our breath practice and just kind of sit back and be comfortable. And I want you to count your breathing. And I'm going to do like a little metronome so we're all on the same kind of pace. So it's your little metronome. And so I want you to breathe in, and I'll do mine out loud. I counted on an inhale 4, and now I'm going to exhale. And my exhale was about a 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to either inhale 4 and exhale 4, or inhale 5 and exhale 5. The point is you want your breath to be even. So find what number for you feels comfortable And I think probably we got our pacing by now. And we're going to repeat that even inhale and exhale breath for 5 rounds. Okay, so whenever you're ready, inhale the same count and exhale the same count. And I'm sticking with 4. That just feels better. So again, and that was round 1 for me. That was round 2. And maybe you have more time and you can do more rounds. That was round 3 for me. I got 1 more. Yay! So that type of breath is really helpful to bring a balance to the mind and the body, to again have that more even ratio of carbon dioxide and oxygen flowing through the body. And also it supposedly helps to balance the hemispheres of the brain. So I'm sure we could all use a little bit of balance, maybe even try that breath again in the afternoon or later on this evening before bed. So let's move into our meditation time. There's only one day where I put my feet on the ground. I don't know if this is just a habit for me. So be comfortable. Find where it feels good to have your hands placed. So today, for whatever reason, my right hand is on top. Normally, it's the left. So go ahead and settle into your seat. You are welcome to keep the eyes open. I will be closing my eyes. And let's just take a cleansing breath in through the nose and out of the mouth. Moving into our noticing of the physical body. So just kind of scanning from head to toe, noticing all parts and pieces, looking for any areas that may feel tight. I'm kind of noticing my left side of my neck feels a little tight this morning. And then as you notice areas of tightness, maybe give an intentional permission to yourself, really, to soften. So I'm going to take my attention to the left side of my neck, and I'm going to really make an effort to relax and soften those muscles. I always say this is a cheesy saying, but I really believe it's true, and that is where attention goes, energy flows. So as I bring my attention to the different parts and pieces of the body that feel tired or sore, I am inviting energy to flow to them to bring support. And today, let's bring a little more guidance. I want you to feel the feet and the very top of the head at the same time. And then I want you to do the best that you can to feel the lower legs and the shoulders at the same time. Do the best that you can to feel the upper legs from the knees up to the hips and the arms at the same time. Now do the best that you can to feel the very bottom of the spine, deep in the tailbone, and the very top of the spine, right where it connects up at the base of the skull. So the very top and the very bottom of the spine at the same time, feel them together. And then go back out to the upper legs and the arms, feeling them together. And go back out to the lower legs and the shoulders, feeling them together. And then feeling once again the feet and the very top of the head at the same time. So just kind of expanding our energy out a bit. Like we're being stretched from the bottom all the way to the top of our bodies. Now let's bring that mindful attention and awareness to our thoughts this morning, to our mind. And I am very happy to report that for this moment, that my mind is really focusing on my body. My thoughts don't feel so overactive this morning. And to be honest, that's probably the first morning I've been waking up with a lot on my mind, as I'm sure we all have been. So not holding on to that, but noticing where your thoughts are without judgment, without attachment. And always remembering if whatever you're experiencing just feels too much to pay attention to, you can simply bring your attention to your breath. Take a normal and easy breath in and a normal and easy breath out, just focusing your mind on something more neutral. So a few more moments, just bringing the attention, acknowledging what's happening in your mind, allowing it to be okay. Wherever the thoughts are going, whether they're scattered, whether they are focused on one topic, or even if they are present, just letting the thoughts be thoughts and reminding yourself that's all they are. We don't have to believe our thoughts. What a powerful and freeing statement. Take 2 more breaths here. And now let's bring that mindful attention to our heart. You are welcome to just bring your attention to your heart or place one hand or both hands over the heart space and bring that same practice of observing right here to the heart. And allowing whatever is present to be there. The mind likes to categorize things: good, bad, right, wrong, supposed to, not supposed to. See if you can kind of drop all of those labels. And just for now, it is what it is, allowing yourself to experience the internal weather system of the heart. Any emotions, allow them to be. Remember, if something is too much, come back to your breath. Even feeling that gentle pressure of the hands over the heart. So there's a nexus of nerves in this area of the body, and research has shown that that contact, that physical contact of the hand over the heart, can be very settling and calming to the nervous system. It's not for everyone, so just notice if it is helpful for you or not so much. And then make the right choice that will support your heart. Let's take our last 3 breaths. And let's close this time of mindful meditation with responding to whatever is present with compassion. So I'm going to today, kind of like yesterday, place my hands up. Some days I place my hands down. It feels more grounding. And this morning, this just feels better. So find what works for you. And now offer compassion to whatever you are experiencing in your body. Offer compassion to whatever you are experiencing in your mind. Offer compassion to whatever you're experiencing in your heart. And maybe even take a moment to think of what compassion feels like to you. I often think of it as a warm feeling, not necessarily like temperature-wise, but it's like a fuzzy feeling. So what does compassion feel like for you? Maybe it just feels comforting or light. You're welcome to bring in your compassionate phrase if you have one. It's all going to be okay. You are enough. Whatever it is, let's take 3 more breaths here. Inviting compassion, inviting love, inviting kindness in response to whatever we noticed in our bodies, and our minds, and our hearts. And you are welcome to open your eyes. Yay. So let's move on to our gratitude practice. And hopefully by now you know that I am inviting you to write your gratitude down. So make your list, write one thing, whatever you want to do, go ahead and do that now. All right. So remember, if you need more time, pause the video. I always love, like I'm surprised. I wrote sunshine. I'm not someone who really pays attention to the weather, but I think just being inside so much. And this morning, I just really noticed the sun was shining, and apparently I'm really grateful for that. So that was my gratitude for the day. Sunshine. All right. Let's move into our time of prayer. So you can bring your hands together in prayer position. Please don't feel like you have to do that. And this is just a time to send out love, to send out healing to our world, to people that we love, to ask for help, to connect to something far beyond us, and to also ask our hearts what we need to be focusing on today with our daily intention. So let's go ahead and do that just for about a minute. Just feel this exchange of energy as you are offering up your prayers, that you are connecting, that you are listening. That you are receiving. And take one more breath here. And then you can open your eyes. So we will write our intention of the day down. Got my little piece of paper. I'm just really big on writing things down. Have you gotten that yet? So I'm going to write my intention down, and no surprise that I'm surprised. Again. Hope. It's the same intention as yesterday. So I kind of sat with it and I was like, wait, that was from yesterday. And I listened in and it was the same intention. So that makes sense. I am needing hope. So that's my intention for day 2. I'm going to just trust that is exactly what I need. I can't thank you enough for committing to this practice. I really pray that you will feel blessed, you will feel strengthened, and I'd love to hear from you if this was helpful. Please contact me at mindfullivingwithkate@gmail.com. And same thing on social media. I'm mostly on Instagram, Mindful Living with Kate. I'd love to do round 2 and just keep hoping and keep practicing. Many blessings and peace. Namaste.